Good morning, students. Good morning. I know you guys haven't heard my voice in a minute, but welcome back. Just a few things to go over before we start the lesson. Um, whenever you turn in new assignments where you're going to be graded on your notes and your model problems, please make sure that each each paper, it has a topic or a header. Your name, the lesson number, and the date. Um, Make sure that you copy the notes. I always indicate what you're gonna copy by using the little pencil arrow here. So make sure that you do that. The guided problems are there to help you to solve the model problem. So make sure you watch the video keenly before you do that. Our work must be shown. I do not just want to see the answers. All right. And the notes must be handwritten. Unless I give you permission to do otherwise, the notes must be handwritten. So with that being said, let's go into today's lesson. Um, for today's lesson, it tells you, it indicates to you, where the model problems are. You're on page 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right. So the objective for today is to calculate the balance in a check register and also to calculate the current balance on a check register account. All right. So with that, a check register, here we have the definition of a check register, but the formulas that we're going to be using today is a new balance here, and I'm going to be using the simple form. Some people like to break it down to where they do subtraction first and then they do addition. All right. But here, this is the formula I'm going to use, which is previous balance. A new balance is equals to your previous balance plus your deposits minus checks minus automatic transfers. Check amount. All right. So with that being said, we're going to go and we're going to work a few examples, and these examples you will see exactly what's taking place here. All right. So our first example here, it says my previous balance is in the check register is 345.98. You make a deposit. Remember, when you deposit money, that means you're adding money to your account, and you write a check for. So you writing a check for this means you're giving the check to somebody. So what is the new balance? So I'm gonna say my new balance. All right, my new balance is equals to my previous balance, which is 345.98. All right, and I'm gonna add my deposit to it. So my deposit here is gonna be 75, and I'm gonna subtract the amount that I wrote for the check. So I'm gonna subtract 45, and this should give me my new balance here. All right, so when I add these two together, my new balance, which I'm gonna say NB, is equals to 420.98 minus 45. Again, I add these two together, and this gave me a balance of 375.98, my new balance. All right, and this is how I want to see you do it when you do the model problems. All right, show all the steps. All right, that way if you make a mistake, it's easy for me to identify where you went wrong and I can correct it. All right, let's look on example number 2. All right, so on example number 2, again, it asks us to find a new balance. All right, so we're gonna read. Margaret checking account had a balance of 313.54. She wrote a check. All right, so once you wrote the check, that means I can always indicate what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna subtract this amount here, right? And on March, it made an automatic transfer, so that means I'm gonna subtract this amount as well. And the deposit, I'm gonna add. All right, so I'm just trying to find the information that I need. So my new balance is equals to my previous balance, which is 313.54. All right, 313.54 plus I'm gonna add my deposit, which is 240.32, and then I'm gonna do my subtraction. So I'm gonna subtract the amount she wrote on a check, which is 45.78. And I'm also going to subtract 52.59. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these two. All right, I'm going to add these two together here. So my new balance is equals to, this is going to give me 53.86. And I'm also going to add these two numbers together since I'm subtracting it. So I'm going to subtract these two numbers that I'm adding here. So this is going to give me 98.33. And when I subtract this here, my final answer, which is my new balance, is equals to 455.53. All right. And again, once I get that, I box my answer so I indicate what's happening here. All right. So let's look at a couple more examples, then I'm gonna assign you homework and you guys will complete it. So here, previous balance. So this is my previous balance. I'm depositing this amount and I write a check. So I know if I write a check, I'm subtracting. When I deposit, I'm adding. So my new balance here is gonna be, it's gonna be 126, oh sorry, 1,236.29 plus 235.50, and here I'm minusing 35.28. All right. So again, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add these two numbers here. So I got 1,236.29 plus 235.50, and this is going to give me a total of here 1,471.79 minus 35.28. And when I do this here, it's going to give me a new balance of 1,436.51. And again, I'm boxing my answer. All right, now let's go to this one. New balance. Automatic transfer means I'm subtracting from my account. Deposit means I'm adding. So my new balance is previous balance 992.71 plus my deposit, which is 138.84, and then I'm subtracting 45.20. Again, if I add 992.71 plus 138.84, it's going to give me a total of, so here, my new balance, 1,131.55 minus 45.20, and this is going to give me a total of 1,086.35. And this is my new balance. Box my answer. Alright, so for the last example here, bank statement shows a previous balance of 944.50, and you make a deposit. So you make deposits. So the key word here is deposit. So that means I'm adding, right? You write check. So that means I'm subtracting and I'm subtracting. You have a service charge. A service charge means they're going to take that amount out of your account. All right. A service charge means they're going to take that amount out of your account. So here we're subtracting again. And the interest earned, that means I'm adding. So for this here, all right, for this formula, here we're going to use the present balance. My present balance is equals to my previous balance plus deposit plus interest minus withdrawals minus service charge. All right, so again, previous balance plus deposit plus interest minus withdrawals minus service charge. So for this example here, my present balance here, so my present balance is equals to my previous balance. What is my previous balance? So my previous balance of 944.50. All right, so previous balance plus deposit. So plus deposit, I made 2 deposits, so I have 755.50 plus 210.40. All right, I'm also going to add my interest here. So my interest here is plus 0.25. Now I'm going to subtract. So I'm going to subtract the amount that I did for checks, which is minus 355.50 minus 125.50. And I'm also going to minus my service charge. So it's minus $3. All right. So here, if I add everything together here, all right, it should be if I add everything together, let's get my calculator here. All right, put my calculator to the side here so y'all can see what I'm doing. So here I'm gonna say, all right, clear, and I'm gonna add 94.50 plus 755.50 plus 210.40 plus 0.25, and this is going to give me 1,910.65. And from this 1,000 I'm going to minus, I'm going to minus, let's do this. So we're going to do 355.50 plus 125.50 plus 3 is equals to, so I'm going to minus 484. So I have 1,910.65 minus 484. This is going to give me a total of 1,426.65. Alright, so this is going to give me a total of 1,426.65, and this now becomes my New Balance. Alright, if you guys have any questions, again, feel free to come to office hours and I'll be more than happy to help you. Alright, have a lovely day.